Welcome to the Shaddo Show.
Good evening, no one's watching. It's okay. It's okay. You know, this is day number 7, episode 7. And I feel that, yeah, this is more for me than anything else, it seems. And that's okay. Because I know eventually someone's going to pick it up when I'm dropping. Be like, fuck, man. After the future wars come and go, right? And whatever else is out there comes to show up. Which they will. I just donked the fuck out of my nose, putting on my vest. This actually looks pretty good. Yeah. Level 3A, level 3 plus or whatever. So, what are we talking about tonight? What am I going to ramble about for who knows how fucking long? Well, I think I'm just going to talk about everything that we've already talked about. Find some updates on the things that are coming in, you know? We got stuff coming up. And we're not out of the woods yet. Just today, remember guys, the concept that it's 50 individual states is completely against the concept of the United States of America. And this whole thing was designed to fail exactly like how they're going to push it. That's it. Because all the tech that we've garnered here, it's, apparently absolute power corrupts absolutely. And we still can't share, we can't trust anyone. It's a sickness, okay? And I know it's got me a bunch, and that sucks. It's gonna be a rough time. It's gonna be a rough time, and we don't need to do it. We can avoid all the fucking heartache, bloodshed, all the stupid shit that's gonna come after. Because it doesn't stop. It's a show. I hope it remains a show. And I pray that absolutely no one else takes up arms against their fellow countrymen. Because the Constitution isn't about fucking individual states, okay? The whole... people are so fucking retarded. And it's just the most annoying shit in the world. People with actual intelligence seem to be punished, right? And people too dumb to realize how terrible things are getting are just that. They don't understand what's happening. Meanwhile, we talked about volcanoes last week, and in that one major place where there was an earthquake, there's now a volcano. There's been hundreds of aftershocks, so we can just go right into that and take a look at that. And it's something we can all just learn, guys. They're defunding FEMA, NOAA. Let's see what we got here. First time in centuries, 600 years. Okay. Pressure underneath, all the magma finds somewhere to go. And for it to actually make it to the surface means it's under exceptional amount of pressure. And they're saying that might be a not natural occurring seismic activity. Falls into HAARP, which uses extra low frequencies to stimulate the ionosphere, which can trigger geomagnetic responses. Stuff down in Antarctica, right? We don't know what the fuck's going on outside of this country. We don't even know what the hell's going on inside this country. We really got to be asking ourselves, why are all the governors kind of at odds now? Why are we drawing lines, right? And they're all white people. Rich white people. All of them. They have land. They don't got to worry about paying bills, feeding themselves. But they're out here making a show for you guys, right? And that, it's just bullshit. Left or right, it's dumb. They're literally trying to rip this country, pulling that thread of stupidity, divisiveness, and they're trying to do it. They want it all, guys. It's stupid. And it doesn't work in the end. It never does. People always have a right to exist and live and be free. You know? We could skip all the bullshit, guys. We can just agree that we have the same needs and wants in life, and this bullshit machine runs out of steam. It's just humanity gets to that point where it's not the few against the many, it's just all of us, all people. And whatever's coming is coming. It's going to keep coming. You can't change what's going to happen next. Doesn't matter if you figured out how to manipulate time and localized space, but it's just nasty, guys. We don't got to be about that. You know, like I spoke to last night, we can have guaranteed rights, right? If we could, you know, we can expand the Bill of Rights to include health care, food, water, education, because not doing so keeps all those things behind a paywall. And everyone has a right to knowledge. Everyone has a right to have faith in one another and not have that betrayed, you know? Like this, it's crazy the shit that happens in America is not happening in any other developed country. Okay? Every fucking day there's like some kind of violence here. Gun violence, regular violence, alcohol included, you know? Terrible catastrophes and spectacles that put in front of us, and just so we have a warped sense of perceiving one another, and it's just stupid. It's just the dumbest shit in the world. The dumbest shit in the world. Let me get to work here. Yeah, see, Texas House locks chamber doors, moves to bring arrest warrants against Democrats who fled the state. Cool. But what law did they break? There's no law. They're going to have to find a fucking... They're going to have to make an excuse for whatever that law is that they are saying that has been broken. But dude, you know what? If we're going to shake it up in the direction that actually benefits everybody, right? Like, everyone can agree 4 years national service wouldn't be a fucking bad idea. In fact, it's a voluntary thing right now. Everything that I speak to, okay? It already is that way. It's just a voluntary thing. And that lack of, you know, if we don't volunteer to go to school for the first 18 years of our lives, all right? It's an obligation, okay? And let's make the fucking 4-year mandatory service the obligation too. No officers, no skipping it. No skating it, you know, senator sons and, you know, all these politicians who, you know, these fucking ribbon hunting pieces of shit that put people's lives in danger for, you know, a little ribbon on the chest. It's lunacy, guys. The moon. Crazy. It makes us do crazy things. The whole moon could be the fucking, you know, the year we made contact. It could be that thing. It's just stupid, right? No, if you guys don't agree, then you guys won't ever see what the hell I'm talking about. I mean, maybe this is what it takes. You know, maybe... When did we learn that it's always been the wealthy fucking us? The slave masters. The ones that always seem to have control over everything and outcomes. Get away with fucking everything. It's terrible. You know? And if it's like time for God's final judgment, what do y'all think he's gonna fucking say? If you guys haven't evolved to the point to see how your actions indirectly cause all of this, you know, by paying taxes and connecting the fucking dots and, you know, but they got a real good bullshit game. You know, everything that's presented in front of you is something curated, externally validated, right, and agreed upon, just because it's on media and you guys just can't think for your fucking selves. I know there's a lot of people out there that do agree with me. And just how to do it peacefully, right? We can just vote these things in. If they can control the everything and pass whatever fucking bullshit laws they want all of a sudden out of nowhere this term, right? They're not really instilling any goodness in you people. They're taking away from it. They're still making you guys waste your time. That's all they're doing is buying time with that conversion. Time is money. Entire lives just wasted waiting for nothing to change. It's wild shit. Wild shit. Let's see what we got here. Let's take a look at, because, you know, the weather's going to keep getting dumb. Volcanic activity. Let's see what we got here on the hot map. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. So, August 1. There we go. Okay, they're updated for tonight. No, thank you. Okay, so now we can see Ring of Fire kind of going around yonder. All right. And then we got activity here down south. In Texas, south of Texas and Mexico, South America. Okay. These places always have had volcanic activity. It's pretty interesting. So with volcano eruptions actually making it to the surface, that's building new land. So if it was in the middle of the water, there'd be islands. That's the formation of islands. And it's just as it comes up. And when there's no medium to slow it down or cool it off, you know, you're getting raw pressure, raw heat, and pressure comes straight out into the atmosphere. What do we got? What do we got down here that they got that's so functional here? Okay. Popocatépetl. I can't pronounce any of that shit. Fuego. That's a... Yeah. I mean, that's a good name for a volcano, I guess. Kilauea's on. Alright. And remember that stupid map I was talking about? Kilauea and stuff going off. Those are going to be indicators. Kilauea and Sicily. St. Edna. Alright. Oh my. That sure is a lot of things going off over there, guys. And there's a huge gap, all right, for all of the west coast of continental U.S. Caused by the magnetosphere losing its juice. We're getting more heat, radiation coming into the planet. It's being absorbed down. And right now, because of, you know, it being summertime, the northern hemisphere is hotter than the southern hemisphere. All right, you think all that water would be able to cool it off or something, but man, I don't know, guys. This doesn't look real fucking promising. And the fact that everyone's still bitching about left versus right and all this other fucking dumb shit. It's just dumb shit. It's a show, you know. Every single politician's wealthy as fuck, okay? And it really seems like they can give two flying shits about whatever the hell we're going through. We're going to go through soon. So the Russian one, explosive activity continues. Volcanic ash advisory center, Tokyo, warned about a volcanic ash plume that rose up to estimated 20,000 feet altitude. Crazy. It's moving 25 knots southeast. Crazy, crazy. More activity, 25,000 feet. So soon maybe it's chilling out. But that's a lot of energy that needs to come out. That's a lot of pressure. So everything on the planet's putting pressure on it. It's not even talking about the aliens shit, you know, the Greys, the Nordics, you know, if they are actually two separate things and not just one thing appearing to us in a certain way to convince us to, you know, it really feels like everything has been exploitative in nature, right? Just whatever you think you're going to do, it ain't the right thing. So if the most wrong thing we can think of is making sure that everyone's taken care of, I think we should do it. If you're so convinced that's not going to work, what the fuck do you think is going to work, you fucking retards? God, it pisses me off, man. Some of the morons I talk to out there, it's just, what do you think? What do you fucking think? What, do you have a concept for a solution? You know, can you even articulate it? Are you fucking smart enough to actually look at the whole goddamn world and see how it's reacting? All right, to something, energy's hitting it somewhere. All right. So we're not alone. Something wants humanity all torn apart, wants the planet a little bit warmer. Sounds like reptiles to me, guys. But God made us here put us here, and if we're made in his image, guys, that means we ain't alone. And if the litmus test for humanity was sacrifice your firstborn, they're Jesuits, well, it seems like through ritual and practice that we do this still as a country. All countries, right? They always send the males to go fight in these wars to die. And I don't know, man. Are we in for another sacrifice, right? This is weird times. I think the last thing people need to worry about out there is left versus right. Like the government should be in synchrony, right? It should be, and it is functioning in some kind of harmony, because there's essentially three things that control the population here in America. Number one is the money, right? That's the first thing. Okay, so your bills, your mortgage, your obligations, right? That keeps you up and going to work and not questioning or doing anything that'll jeopardize that. Okay, you with that portion. Okay, and then after that, you have the laws, right? So, stealing, murder, assaults, rapes, right? Right, supposedly. Then you have the politicians, the show, the media, the narratives, everything being presented. Based on, it's a regional thing too, because like the radio here in San Antonio is definitely talking pro-Republican. I'm sure the radio in Los Angeles is talking pro-Democrat. So you got to understand that whatever you're thinking and feeling about that higher level, right, which is it's a man-made social construct, this thing called government, okay? And I think it's time we visit that concept of what the fuck the basic function is of government. Is it to put people against each other? No, but somehow they made it a fucking profit machine, right? So the stock markets, it's Nancy Pelosi, insider trading, blah, 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 you know, it's all a shit show. And once you accept things for what they are and how little you matter to it, then, whoa, you know, look at it for what's actually occurring, guys. You know, they make all these changes, but it doesn't help the vast majority of people. It just makes these business owners, like, it just enriches them. Their tax breaks, you know. Dude, good luck being poor, guys. I'm broke as a fucking joke right now, and I don't see that changing. I don't see me being able to get another job in this country again, simply because of my ideals and my record, right? A couple DUIs. It's crazy. My life is over. But then I see people that had, like one dude, former Marine, tried to kill his wife, that refused to give an abortion. He got 10 years in federal prison, and he's living his best life now. What the fuck? What the fuck? I don't get it. I don't get it. It's like people just, they just want to, it's just like an eye gouge 24/7 here. I am going to keep this one short. It's Sunday, right? Or no, it's Monday. Fuck. Days of the week all blur together. But like, why are we constantly at these odds? You know? We can just look at this shit. All right. Liberal ass Reddit. Let's see what the narrative is over here today, right? That's wild. Such a stupid show, man. Like, I want to change the channel. You know, like this is what they're doing. You know, this is what the other side of things look like, right? Donald Trump is a piece of shit. Like it's almost like their intuitions are in alignment.
Iron face is very interesting. A beautiful girl.
It's just. And the people that defend it are wild. And then I have a bunch of friends that are in Illinois that hate it because they hate the violent gun violence, right? Chicago, Chi-Town, right? I guess. But there's gun violence here on the right side of shit too. This is just Man, this is just a miserable fucking attempt at being good people. It's like you guys all fucking miss the message. How many of these people in the South are like the Baptist Christians and shit, bro? They make terrible fucking neighbors. They're the ones that make HOAs, you know? Like, fascists. Fucking idiots. And they're stupid as fuck. That's it. That's just the raw truth of it. This is just lower fucking vibrational behavior. Maybe I am an alien. Maybe I fucking am. This species is just fucking disappointing. This is happening as blue sky skeets. Skeet, skeet, skeet. Yep, that's funny. And they're not really insulting or making shit up. This is all pretty factual stuff, you know? Counterintelligence threat assessment into the national security risk posed by Donald Trump's potential connection to the Epstein files and ensure foreign adversaries cannot leverage the files against our government. You remember that? 2014, right? Oh, how dare he wear a tan suit? Retarded. Now what's the other shit? Let's see what it looks like on the... we're going to take a look at Truth Social, right? Is that what it is? Is that what it's called? Let me go... nah, I don't make an account for this shit. If I can't just openly look at it. Cat turd. Real Voice of America. Oh my god, dude. Everything's so divisive. And none of these fucking things, either left or right, dude, none of them are coming for you. None of them are gonna actually help you guys. Like, let's look at fucking... I'm just gonna put it out there. And then all right, let's just look at this here. Oh, look at that. It's all Germany, Norway, Sweden, the United Kingdom. Oh, wow. Cuba has it. Fucking Cuba. Canada. France. Austria. Even fucking Israel has it, guys. Japan. Australia. Brazil. Dude. This is like, right? I will let what I know to be true fucking dictate where I walk. Okay? As of now, there are several countries experimenting with universal basic income, including the US, Brazil, Canada, and Kenya. No one has fully implemented it yet. If America's the first one to do this, we will fucking change the world. Alright? We gotta let go of fucking being right and wrong and hating your neighbor and all this fucking division bullshit. But you're all fucking scared, stupid fucking idiots. Y'all won't fucking do it. 80 countries have some form of mandatory national service. Whoa! Both genders, right? And where are we going to see these crossovers? Sweden, Israel, right? North Korea, right? Trump likes that dude. He sent fucking Dennis Rodman over there to be an ambassador. Finland, all right? Greece, Turkey, Singapore, Switzerland. See, Switzerland is getting it. And Swiss is where all the fucking money went. It's where all the Nazi gold went, too, all right? Who gives a fuck about Nazis, dude? It's National Socialism. That's what it's short for. Nazi is short for National Socialism. We could fucking use that in this country, okay? We don't need to be fucking Nazis about it, you know? Like, fucking dumb shit. Let's be logical. Let's be professional. Let's be decent fucking human beings. How hard is that? Because I promise you guys, there's shit coming down the pipe. Has fuck all to do with people. And these people are shitty, all right? They, like, all these U.S. politicians, they're greedy fucking scumbags, okay? They only care about the dollar, how much of it they can possess and like how little they have to do for anyone else. It's dumb. Let people smoke weed. All right, let's cultivate hemp, bamboo. All right, let's think smarter. All right, let's make stuff. We don't gotta make fuel from the fucking petroleum. We can just skip all and go to plastics. All right, we can create algae or fungi that can feed off the fucking petroleum. We can create the bacteria that'll break it down into oxygen. We can change things. We don't got to make the atmosphere warmer for reptilians, okay? If they were sent here to help us, they're not doing a real good job. They're making sure that we are at each other's throats. And what comes next, guys? What comes next with this fucking line of reasoning here in America? Civil discourse. But here we go. A bunch of countries out there doing the things I'm talking about. And their fucking people are happy. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Ooh, I cannot type tonight. Well, look at that shit, guys. Lowest globally is the Vatican City. Well, fucking I hope so. Japan, oof, low birth rate. South Korea, rapid decline. Chad, Central African Republic, Nigeria, high. Fertility rates in Latin America have dropped significantly, with countries like Colombia and Chile seeing rates as low as 1.5 births per woman. Africa generally has the highest birth rates, with many countries averaging 3 to 7 births per woman, right? Everyone's leaving Africa alone. White man scared of the black man. Asia, it's going down a little bit. Seems like they're all kind of... We could be walking into... what was that fucking movie with Clive Owen? No, not shoot him up, you fucker. Okay, with baby, with no baby, with no more baby. There you go. Children of men. Stupid. Children of men, right? Economic development. So, factors influencing birth rates. Birth rates tend to decline due to increased access to education and contraception. Cool. Why would people not want to have kids? Well, because it becomes a burden. And it's boring. And it's fucking bad. But no, dude. If you can have a family, do it. Changing societal norms around family size and women's roles contribute to lower birth rates. So, put them back in the kitchen? I don't know. Government policies, pro-natalist policies to encourage higher birth rates, right? That's one thing to do it. I mean, free will, right? But when you look at fatherhood, motherhood as some gut-wrenching obligation, I mean, that's a you thing, you know? Oh, CIA.gov, they got a fucking... So they're on top of it. Oh, look at that. We got a whole list. Oh, we sure fucking do. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So it's like all of the continent of Africa is just booming in life. That's beautiful. What's our fucking problem? Oh, yeah. Slave logic. Kyrgyzstan. Where's the United States? I think we're pretty goddamn low down here. United Kingdom is at 10.8. UAE, 10.7. Isle of Man. That's funny. China, kind of going down 10. Switzerland, 10. Canada, 10. Where did I go past the U.S.? Look at all these different fucking countries. Ukraine, the lowest. Well, they're in a time of war, man. That makes the pussy dry. All right. Russia, Belarus, Latvia, Okay, I guess I went right past the U.S. Where are you guys at? No, Germany? No, not Guernsey. Man, I've never heard of half these countries. Macedonia nuts. I like those cookies. White chocolate chip Macedonia. You know what I'm saying? The Falkland Islands. Denmark, 11.3. Okay, where is the U.S.? Oh, there we go. 12.2. I feel like that's inflated. Why are birth rates important? Well, it's a real good indicator of, like, life has to want to exist. That's true. Okay, we know the suicide rates among veterans, 22 a day. Miserable fucking statistic. I just want this shit to fucking chill out, man. I just want people to get along. Yeah, I wish I could just go to school all the time, you know, and I don't have to worry and struggle and live in fear and panic about how I'm going to survive, you know. I hate being in close proximity to a bunch of people. I hate that. I hate how everything I fucking have to do in life involves 5 million other people. I don't need to drive a fucking across a goddamn city to go to a fucking job where they're just going to fire me the second I don't agree with something, you know? It's all forced bullshit. It just makes us drive more and spend more, and it's just stupid. So, standing on that mandatory military service, socialized healthcare, right? And I'm telling you, this already exists. Okay, if you join the military, you get free healthcare. All right, then after you do your 4 years, you can also go to school and get a degree. But I think you should be able to go unlimited. Right? We need more doctors. We need people that want to help each other. We need people that want to build houses that don't blow the fuck over in a tornado. We need to build resilient housing, all right? Because once we wake up and we realize these cycles that we go in every year of, like, just the wind comes and blows the house down, right? Then people lose their shit, floods come, things burn, people die, the pain, the misery, the loss, and then they rebuild it, and then it just happens again, and it's all cyclic. We could just build buildings that weather storms, okay? Easy. We don't need HOAs. All right, we need people that want to build houses that withstand the test of time and not just fucking blow over. And they don't need to be $500,000 and it costs you 40 years to actually pay it off. What the fuck? I'll just go dig a hole in the fucking ground on my goddamn 10 acres and never have a mortgage again. It's like I'll build a fucking device to extract water from the air and pull energy from the sun. Okay? What else do I need? I'll take some fucking chickens and I'll eat eggs and I'll grow vegetables. Okay, I can live off of that. I can grow weed. I'll be happy, right? I get my OnlyFans going, shoving things in my butthole. Then I can make ends meet, you know, like the end of my dick and the end of my ass. No one's watching this. I don't give a shit. This is stupid shit. But I'm just going to keep talking like this, guys, because if this is the most dangerous fucking thing in the world, is talking about letting go of bullshit conflict, man, then you guys are obviously under some kind of alien control that just wants you fuckers just to drive yourselves off a cliff. And I feel like they've staked their ground, right? So let's do, you want to figure out where the aliens are? I'll show you. Real easy shit. Oh, of course, right? As soon as I say the magic words, I'll show you where the fucking monsters are. Yeah, I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Busting makes me feel good. Oh, yes. Oh, man. That looks like a pretty good one. Census.gov, right? Might as well just go off of that. That's 21. Population density. It should be broken down by county. Bing bong, bing bong, bing. Alright, let's see what we got here. So Texas, yeah. But they're basing it. I don't want to do that. There we go. So San Antonio, obviously one of the most dense populations here. Now, if you want to know where all the racist people are, the people that drive the show, yeah. All you got to do is, instead of doing population heat maps, sort it by race, right? Where's the white people? Yeah. That's, yeah, stay away from those places. But then, ironically, I'm going over here. That's where my sanctuary is. Honestly, I don't fucking care about race. I just hate people that do care about race. You know? Ooh, black people. Ooh. Dude, they're all fucking people. We're all just fucking people. And, yeah, people look different. I really think this is all a litmus test. All right, so if E.T., right, looking like a mantid or a giant reptilian, okay, and maybe humanity is just a test. You all eat shit, fuck the same, right? Put them all on a planet together and see what happens. Minor differences. Okay. Here we are. It's like that Rick and Morty episode with the hive mind. You know, it's like, you co-nippled fuck. It's like triangle nipples or round nipples, right? It's so fucking dumb. It's so trivial. And how are we supposed to be okay with seeing like a 14-foot tall reptilian thing walking around? It's probably going to eat a lot of people. I imagine that I think that's good eats right there. That's why people eat carbs and shit, because it like marbleizes the fat. They're probably going to eat you motherfuckers. You know? I mean, can we just anything, guys? Can we do anything to just not suck so bad at being people? Okay, let me see if I can reload this page without having to fucking unclick the race thing. Okay, there we go. So this is population, right? Persons per square mile. So they're like 10,000 or more per square mile. So San Antonio, oh yeah, you can see that. 10,000 people per square mile. Ugh. And I like, you know, I call myself a psychic, and I own that, because I really do fucking pick up on all these people's energies. Everywhere I go, I can read them. I can read them all. I can tell if I directly interact with you. You can't lie to me. I might let you lie to me, because I want to believe the lie more than the truth, but eventually I just can't. I have to be honest to myself. But yeah, baby, less than 50 people. Man, I'm going to think so fucking clearly out there. In fact, I'm going to be summoning up some UFOs, okay? Because I know that's mine. That's my shit. My experience in Afghanistan, that brief little moment, never forgot. Might not have remembered it all the time, because I didn't need to, but they'll remind you when you need to be reminded. And for me, I don't care, Lockheed Martin owns it or whatever, you don't own this stuff, okay? And whatever's coming is coming. Y'all should listen to me. Just make taking care of each other the priority. Nothing else will go wrong if that is the mission. If taking care of humanity was the primary mission of all people, then we would know what's going on right now is divisive bullshit. I don't care left or right. It's all bullshit. It's always been bullshit. And this is like, man, that is some crazy shit. I can't wait. It's gonna be a long fucking journey. How long is that journey gonna go? Doop boop dee doop boop boop boo.
Babo Malibu.
Sorry.
Yes.
Directions from San Antonio. It's gonna be quite a walk. Let's do walking. So if I do walking, so I'm thinking it's probably gonna take me 40 days and 40 nights to get there. I don't know where that number comes from, but it. Oh. 55,000 feet. Fuck. Ooh, and that'll take me right by Roswell. Oh, dude. Yeah, this is going to be a fucking journey. I'll hitchhike, right? I don't think that's cheating. If people want to help me, that's how it's supposed to be. But I will 100% walk my happy ass all the fucking way over there. Maybe I'll snag one of those little robot leg things to aid. You know, I can make a water capture device, have a solar panel sitting on my back because the sun should be at my back in the mornings. I figure I'll sleep during the day, and then I can go at night when it's cooler. Probably should bring a pistol just in case something fucking dumb happens. Oh, national. I can go on the res if they'll let me. I think they'll let me. I think I can make peace with people. I think they would. They say, "What man? No welcome." I'm like, whoa, God, I'm like a 1.5 generation American. My people came here to liberate you from these dipshits. And I am not gonna lie, these are actually, this path is absolutely Lao, New Mexico, right? Or where is this? Okay, is that Utah? That's Utah. Ooh, I would go through Utah. But I remember something about that. Or maybe it was down here. Page. I mean, there's weird shit down there. I wonder. And let me see here. We could probably do this a little better. I am a big fan of Google Earth. I really am. And I know that they're fucking photoshopping shit and smudging things and disappearing other things. I get it. I get it. But we can actually see so many things. And I love looking at stuff. You know, the remote viewing thing, I think I can do that all right. I like taking a gander at stuff and wondering what it is. And if they didn't put it there, I mean, they're allowing it to be visible. Right? And let's see here. Window capture. Boop. Alright, there we go. Now I can move this over here like this. And then do one of these like this. Ooh, too far, too far. Let me scoot that back a smidge. I'm gonna put that, I think, that needs to be at the top right there. There we go. Now we can look at it. Fucking fly, get out of here. I'm not your friend. Okay. Shadow Tech, that's where my land is. Got it pinged right there. Because I, for one, can't wait to go there. And supposedly this is all going to be underwater, right? Jeez, Rick. But if we do have some crazy volcanic activity, I don't think it's going to happen. If it was going to happen, it would have already. Unless we asked for help, and they were here helping us. Keeping the glue together. Building underground tunnels that kind of connect everything, roads on top, reinforced concrete structures and infrastructure, and roadways and highways and all that stuff. Essentially like a net, yeah, running across the whole fucking place. Keeping the whole thing kind of and then that pressure tries to go somewhere else? Do you think the whole Earth is just gonna crack open? All right, maybe when something hits us, or we detonate whatever is underground over there. You know, like here's something real fucking interesting. I call it very interesting, and we talked about this a little bit last night, I think. But it's this fucking spot. They say it's like a device assembly spot, but I'm like, dude, this picture is so weird because you have the vehicles facing inward, and there's like 1, 2, 3. You got a QRF right here, 4, 5, right? And then a 6 under here, 7, and like again, they're facing inward. Got another control point over here. Looks like you got a man gate here too. The whole thing is really weird. It's like, it seems like a prison for like fucking superheroes or some shit. They probably got ET in there, just cattle prodding his ass and making the fucking golden goose drop an egg. I'm sure it's probably something fucking terrible, man. Or it could just be a whole fucking nothing sandwich, right? This is the great thing about obfuscation and disinformation, and yeah, they let this piece stay visible, but then you have like reds that go fucking 0 places, right? Like over here, I'm assuming that's a water well or rain catch or fuck if I know. But they definitely patrol it because the roadways kind of looks traveled. But Area 51's over here, so that's all Area 51, and you know, like the S4 area where they tested stuff, and all this whole thing is just very interesting. You know, all this shit that we have going on over there. The amount of people, I don't think people realize, like, dude, if you haven't served your country, you don't have a clearance, you're pretty much gonna be fucking SOL at the end of this. Because they're working on something, doing something secret and whatever. Everything but fucking making sure you get a good education and don't have to worry about shit. They keep you worried about yourself, so you never worry about what they're doing. And like, why keep it worrisome? Why not just give people freedom and stop fucking with their fear? It's like a deep underground military base. If I call something dumb, that's what it is. And I just suspect it to be those things. Because you look at roads that go nowhere, and then there's like, oh, infrastructure. And some things just have a very federal look to it. It's very blocky. Things that just, I don't know, just have so much shit. Goddamn fly. How did you get up here? You had to, like, Mission Impossible your way into this fucking building. Navigated through fucking stairs and vents and shit to get to my location. Curious. Ooh, you guys think that's ET over there? Or some abandoned fucking building? But then, like, this kind of stuff right here could be alien housing, right? But these are bunkers. That looks like, who knows, man? Maybe people have been... Men in Black thing is a real thing. There's just so much in nowhere. You know, so much shit where there's just nothing. Oh, I put a lot of question marks on this one. What is this? What is that? Why did I mark that? Why did I mark that very specific spot? Is that like a road that goes nowhere? Is that like a trail or something that goes to nowhere? I like exploring stuff. Because I've also noticed, like, when I'm having a good psychic moment, I'm pulling shit together out of thin air. Like, I've marked stuff that they just disappeared off the map. Oh, no fucking way. Oh, they deleted my pin. Oh, okay. That's fucking cool. Are you serious? I found something over here in the Pacific that looked like a fucking... Yeah, there we go. Island shit, maybe. And I had that pinned on a very specific island. It wasn't this spot. But there was like an airfield there and some other shit. So, mark my words, there is something right here at this location. I don't care if you don't believe me. Boo, 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 boo. Island shit, maybe. Where is that? There it is. That's it. Alright. And I'll show you the grid coordinate. Okay. It's going to be... Oh, it's not going to show that pop-up window. We'll just go ahead and rename it. Island shit, maybe. And I'll put the grid cord right there so you guys can see it. And I promise you, there was a fucking island right here. And now there is absolutely nothing. there was an island here and there was an airstrip on it. So the fact that they deleted something off of here. Oh yeah, whereas data is coming from SIO, NOAA, U.S. Navy. So the U.S. Navy is supposedly working with the tall whites. And if it's tall whites versus reptilians, that might be a hybrid reptile, right? Right? Stupid. It's fucking ridiculous. Everything but fucking just taking care of one another. It's always some kind of bigger fucking paranoia thing, you know? Take care of yourself. I'm good. I'm squared. I'll be alright. I'm more worried for everyone else here because humanity should be allowed to connect at the top level, right? And what's the top level right now for us? Earth. We could meet at the top and just be like, hey guys, this is our planet, right? Do we own it? I don't think you don't own the universe. You don't own shit. I mean, we should be able to own it as long as we live, right? Maybe keep it in our families. But, man, we just need to make sure people are squared away. They can know everything that they need to know about things. That's wild. I know for sure there's a fucking airfield right there on that island that I picked. And they just disappeared it all. Yeah, see, the one I was looking at didn't have that there. On the northern, no. When I looked, there's like water in the middle, and then there's a fucking airfield over here on that side. But I digress. This is like, this whole side of the planet is completely water. God, it's so beautiful. Bolivia. Argentina. Where Hitler went to. The southern tip. Oh, look at this. The hell is that? Are you okay, Luna? Girl, you get sick and die, that's gonna piss me off. It's wild. Alright, let's look at the other shit that we're looking at on the internet. So far in this episode, we've covered, right? That we can, you know, if they can hire 100,000 fucking ICE agents at $100,000 a year. It's obviously not about the money being needed or in a short supply or anything like that. I really feel like they're just testing people right now to see where they stand. I just hope people don't do it, guys. Don't drink the fucking Kool-Aid. Don't listen to the politicians. They've never fucking been honest with you. Why do you think they're going to be honest now? Right? Are they doing something that you want, or are they just exploiting your hatred of another type of person? Be real. This is supposed to be the United States of America, okay? Not the United States of white people, or Aryans, or fucking anything, because these people they're stupid, all right? Whatever has them convinced that they're going to win something, it's going to hang them out to dry, because this is the same thing that happened last time, okay? And the world is it's just done, okay? You're going to nuke everybody, kill everyone, because that's what, if there was a sentient AI, something that could just live forever and just convince you to do shit, well, people get too smart, they become a threat, right, to that. And if coexistence is completely out of the question, you need to be with that, because we're not alone. And if we can't get cool with each other, how are we supposed to get cool with something that looks completely different? Like giant mantid creatures, or fucking reptilians, or fucking the Greys, or the Nordics, the tall whites like the elves and shit. You know, if everything's true, Middle Earth is a real thing, then those low velocity sheer fucking things are like, here, we'll go with that. Low velocity. interior low velocities. Where's that fucking picture? Underground fucking things. Ultra low velocity zones. So, yeah, that's actually a pretty awesome thing. Inner core, outer core. Core mantle boundary. Ultra low velocity zones. When these things are just ginormous. And my guess is when the moon, eventually the planet's going to go one way, and the moon's probably holding on to those or something. And then as soon as it goes boop, and then everything goes boop, and then it's kind of like running your finger, like, how do I explain this? Because the way I see it in my head, like, if it's under here and then you have like something like my thumb that's coming up underground, it's going to make the ripple go boom. And it could happen very quick, or I think like we're seeing right now, it happens very slow. So we could talk about pole shift, right? Cataclysmic pole shift hypothesis, okay? Polar shift redirects here. So definition and clarification. The geographic poles are defined by the points on the surface of the Earth that are intersected by the axis of rotation. The pole shift hypothesis describes a change in the location of these poles with respect to the underlying surface, a phenomenon distinct from the changes in axial orientation with respect to the plane of the ecliptic that are caused by precession and nutation. And it is an amplified event of a true polar wander. Geologically, a surface shift separate from a planetary shift enabled by the Earth's molten core. Pole shift hypotheses are not the same as geomagnetic reversal, the occasional reversal of Earth's magnetic field, effectively switching from the north and south magnetic poles. But honestly, I think both those things may be kind of interconnected. You know, because in order for everything to go, bloop, like just switch polarity, I mean, that if that just happens, then it has to happen with the sun too, right? Yeah, if everything's kind of running, this is the electric universe, right? What's an electron? Everything. Observed, it's a wave until it's observed, then it's a particle, right? In popular literature, many conjectures have been suggested involving very rapid polar shift. The slow shift in the poles would display the most minor alterations and no destruction. A more dramatic view assumes more rapid changes, with dramatic alterations of geography and localized areas of destruction due to earthquakes and tsunamis. And based on everything that we've seen in the past few weeks, it does appear that that might be accurate. I mean, everyone wants to believe it's a nice calm thing out there, but then fucking 15 feet of floodwater comes out of nowhere and wipes out 300 people. Early mention of shifting Earth's axis can be found in an 1872 article entitled Chronologie Historique de Mexicanos. Okay, Bada interpreted Mexican myths as evidence for 4 periods of global cataclysms that had begun around 10,500 BCE. In the 1930s and 40s, American Edgar Case's prophecies predicted cataclysms. He called it Earth changes. Ruth Montgomery would later cite Faust's prophecies to support her polar shift theories. Here we are, guys. I mean, shit's getting weird. I mean, maybe we have some help from above on trying to manage things, but instead they got here, they're like, yeah, we love your planet, we'll take it. And now they're just, because there's probably so few of them, and I'm sure, I don't know, guys, because here's the thing, we don't know what we don't know. And I can speculate, I can kind of see where things land, but I got to keep one foot in reality too. And right now, it's looking like they can give two shits about people. Us human being people, because when I say people, that means all people, and alien, all right, reptilian, mantid, grays, it's all people, including non-biologic intelligence, right? Like, it makes perfect sense that we could evolve beyond the body, right? Everything that is in our brain can be scanned and uploaded into something that can last in perpetuity. We are just starting to talk about capturing light inside crystals, right? So, like, if you've ever seen Dark Crystal, give me your essence. Pseudoscientific, okay, whatever. But, dude, okay, so here's the problem with the human mind, all right? All of this is like, back and forth on whether or not it's going to happen. Okay, prepare for it as if it were, okay? The tactical marine in me is telling me, like, cool, it's like operational risk management, right? It's like the risk is essentially a combination of what actually occurs and the likelihood that it occurs. And there's like, we're around there. But when it's like the whole world can fucking die and the likelihood is 0, but the whole world could still die if this thing possibly happens, it's still like up there on the, you got to do something about it. How do you mitigate this? Well, I think we should have fucking tons of, everything indicates that floods happen, okay? Or everything gets really hot, but the water's still here. So what do? I say build massive submarines, things that can withstand being knocked around, you know? Make it so people can survive, all right? I've done the math on this. You can do 15,000 people, all right? That's all you need, right? And to be a self-contained, fully functional ecosystem. 15,000 people. And whatever their dietary needs are, water needs, all that stuff. Regulation, automation, right? Imagine if you're not allowed to take showers and it's just like dry showers and stuff like that. Like things on a Navy ship that people do during times of war, rationing, right? And it's not always war. It's just, you know, we could build facilities to grow food, okay? This is why we need people to be smart. We need people to be educated and stuff. We need botanists. We need everyone. Okay, we need doctors. We need people that care about the life sciences. We don't need fucking Instagram influencers. We don't need social media influencers. Okay, what we need is people curing these problems. All right, solve the problem. Make that the priority. And everything in America, right? The algorithm here is just garbage. It monetizes stupidity. Every time I get on Facebook, it's like, yeah, I'm not getting paid for anything I post. Not social, not on YouTube, not on fucking anything, okay? But then you see, like, dumbass fucking hood rats that just hang with other hood rats that do hood rat shit, and then they're getting fucking thousands of dollars, right? Because that's what the algorithm favors right now. If you guys can't realize that, you need to wake the fuck up because they're dumbing y'all down. And this is, you know, trying to have a conversation about how we can avoid terrible fucking outcomes. And we really do need to work on that. We really do need to actually solve these things. We need to come together. We need to be united, right? We got that two-way for a reason. And we're going to need it. Foreign and domestic, guys. Threats, foreign and domestic. I'm not saying take up arms and kill people. No, I'm just saying we got to agree that this shit's fucking stupid. And it's not going to end until we say it's done. And we got to say it's done. We don't need to shed blood. We just need to be like, wait a minute. Someone's playing 5D chess with us. It's probably, you know, Dark Forest theory. Maybe they're all dead. Maybe us making signals and AI is just ET phoning home to bring destruction upon us. I don't know. But we have all these. We can make movies about it all day. And we're just like, oh, that's funny. Haha. But shit, dude. It's not, if we can think it... Therefore, it could be. Because those thoughts come from somewhere. And consciousness may be trying to push a hole through our fucking dense-ass heads, trying to say, hey, listen. But it's really hard to hear anything else when all you can think of is left and right. You can't even fucking... You're not even ambidextrous. Just fucking lame. God's not going to... whatever they think is God, worshiping, or whatever the thing is that is accepting child offerings, okay? It's a real beast. Whatever that is, and it can give two shits about us. If they just wanted us for DNA, then okay, maybe they're growing their own fucking army underground. Maybe they're doing shit down there. Maybe things are awake and moving down there now. Maybe we have a way bigger threat than we can realize, right? Maybe being on water and an island is going to be the only safe place. Maybe making the world frozen over again is the only way to fix it. Okay. You're hot, then you're cold. You're yes, then you're no. You're up, then you're down. Nah, 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 nah. Right? It's fucking stupid. And you know what, guys? I think I might just end it on that note. So just to recap before I go. We can be better people. We can vote better things into existence. We can let go of the divides. We can rise above the noise and unite. And doesn't require bloodshed, just takes agreement. Alright, this is Ken. Have a good night, and I'll see you mañana. Or not tomorrow morning, but like tomorrow evening. Like always. Take it easy.
Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.